You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be. Napoleon Hill. Let's begin with a question. What if the greatest battle you'll ever fight isn't with the world outside, but the voice inside your mind? Let that sink in. Because what I'm about to reveal is not just a forgotten footnote in history. It's not some cute little bonus material from a motivational book. No, this is a key that was hidden from you, on purpose. And if you're listening to this right now, you are not here by accident. You are meant to hear this. The world has always tried to define your limits. It told you how much you could earn, what dreams are realistic, what you're qualified to do. But today, we burn all that to the ground. In 1937, a man named Napoleon Hill released a book that would change the course of history. Think and Grow Rich didn't just talk about money. It talked about mindset. It whispered a truth into millions of ears, that thoughts become things. That book became the cornerstone for legends. Oprah, Will Smith, Damon John, Tony Robbins. It turned ordinary people into giants. But here's what almost no one talks about. There was a chapter so bold, so raw, so dangerous to the status quo that it was banned. Kept locked away by fear, by power, by institutions afraid that if you read it, you'd be uncontrollable. Imagine that. Imagine writing the truth and being told, you can't publish this. It's too controversial, too spiritual, too honest. That's exactly what happened to Napoleon Hill. And now, it's here, uncovered, unleashed, uncensored, a hidden chapter that forces you to look not at the world, but at yourself. You are at war, and don't even know it. This chapter, later released as Outwitting the Devil, is a conversation between Napoleon Hill and the voice of fear itself. A metaphorical devil, not a horned beast, but a symbol of every limiting belief, every ounce of doubt, laziness, procrastination, addiction, shame, and small thinking you've ever had. And you know what this devil admits? He doesn't need to destroy your dreams. He just needs to make you drift. Drift from your purpose. Drift from your vision. Drift from your commitment to greatness. Because if he can make you drift, if he can make you uncertain, distracted, filled with self-doubt, you'll do the rest of the destruction yourself. Drifting, the silent killer of dreams. Hill calls it the most dangerous state of being. Drifting is when you wake up tired and you stay tired. It's when your job becomes your cage. It's scrolling on your phone for 3 hours and calling it rest. It's blaming the economy, your past, your boss, your ex, your parents. It's when your soul whispers, we were made for more, but you silence it with coffee and excuses. Drifting is quiet. It doesn't scream. It hums, like a lullaby that lures you into a life you never asked for. I can control any person who is not able to control his own mind. The devil, in Hill's conversation. That's the message of the hidden chapter. And if you're drifting right now, this is your alarm clock. Why they tried to bury it. Let's be honest. A chapter that exposes religion, school systems, parenting methods, and politics as tools of fear and control. One that says most people are slaves to invisible forces. Yeah, that wasn't going to fly in 1938. Publishers rejected it. Hill's own family was afraid of the backlash. It stayed locked in a vault for over 70 years. But here's the thing. Truth can't stay buried forever. And now that it's out, now that we know the game, we have a choice. Do we keep drifting? or do we take back control? Let this be your line in the sand. I want you to ask yourself something. Have you been living by design or by default? Have you been thinking your own thoughts? Or have you been hijacked by fear, media, other people's opinions? Have you been building your dream or just building someone else's? Because right now, you get to decide. Right now, you can break free from the programming. This video isn't about a book. It's not about Hill. It's not about the devil. It's about you and how you can wake up, take command, and outwit the voices trying to keep you small. Fear is the tool of a man-made devil. Let's go deeper. When Napoleon Hill wrote Outwitting the Devil, he wasn't just writing a book. He was creating a mirror that doesn't reflect your face, but your fears. And when you stare into that mirror long enough, you'll see something that shakes you. You've been lied to. From the moment you were born, you were told, be careful. Don't dream too big. Get a stable job. That's not realistic. That's not how life works. They weren't being cruel. They were just passing down the same fear that enslaved them. The real enemy isn't out there. It's in you. Let me ask you this. Have you ever not done something because you were afraid of what others might say? Have you ever shrunk your dream down to the size of someone else's comfort zone? Have you ever heard a voice in your head say, "You're not good enough. Who do you think you are?" That voice isn't you. It's the echo of fear. It's the internalized whisper of the devil Napoleon Hill speaks with. He calls this fear a tool, a psychological weapon, because once fear infects the mind, it paralyzes the will. And once your will is paralyzed, you become a slave, not to a master with chains, but to a master in your mind. The 5 fears that control the world. In the hidden conversation, Hill asks the devil directly, "How do you control people?" And the devil responds with chilling clarity. He uses fear in 5 main forms. Fear of poverty, the belief that there's never enough. Fear of criticism, the dread of standing out. Fear of ill health, where stress becomes sickness. Fear of loss of love, staying small to be accepted. Fear of death, the ultimate silence of purpose. But here's the secret. Fear can only live in a mind that is undisciplined, a mind that drifts. The habit of drifting is the most dangerous habit known to man. Napoleon Hill. And this is where things get real. Because if you've been drifting, if you've let these fears build a home in your heart, then you're not living your life. You're surviving someone else's. Fear versus faith. You can only serve one. You might say, "But I believe in myself." That's good. But belief isn't enough. You need faith. And faith is not passive. It's an act of rebellion against fear. It's standing tall when the world tells you to sit down. It's choosing your vision over your excuses. It's looking fear in the eye and saying, "You are not my God." Hill says you cannot serve fear and faith at the same time. One will always destroy the other. So the question becomes, which one are you feeding? Every time you scroll instead of study, fear wins. Every time you stay quiet instead of speak, fear wins. Every time you say, "Maybe later," fear wins. But when you show up, when you act, faith takes the throne. The power you've forgotten. Here's the truth most people never hear. Every adversity, every failure, every heartbreak carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Napoleon Hill. You are not broken. You are becoming. Your pain has a purpose. Your confusion is part of your clarity. Your failures are simply feedback from the universe, shaping you into the person you're meant to become. But you must choose to see it that way. You must rise above the default programming and ask, what is the lesson here? What is the upgrade hidden in this obstacle? Because the only people who never make it are the ones who never wake up. The mind must be mastered. Think about this. If someone took control of your phone, you'd panic. But someone has been controlling your mind for years, and you've barely noticed. This is why Hill's devil isn't a creature in flames. It's the collective hypnosis of fear, tradition, distraction, and doubt. The good news? The antidote is clarity. Clarity of purpose. Clarity of thought. Clarity of who you are and what you will no longer tolerate. And once you take back control of your mind, you become unshakable. You were born with a mind. You were born with a purpose. Don't die as a puppet. Now you know. The devil Napoleon Hill interviewed wasn't hiding in the shadows. It's been hiding in plain sight, in your routines, your doubts, your indecision. But now that you've seen it, you have a choice. You can close this video, go back to drifting, numbing, scrolling, or you can stand up right now and make a vow to yourself. From this moment on, I no longer serve fear. I serve purpose. Your dream is not too big. Your time is not gone. Your voice is not too small. You are not behind. You are right on time. If you start now. First, declare war on drifting. Take one action today that you've been putting off, not tomorrow. Now email that person. Start that business. Speak your truth. Second, comment below. Write, I choose faith in the comments. Let this be your first public step into the life you deserve. When you speak it, you begin to live it. Third, share this video. You know someone else out there is drifting too. Be the light for them. Don't keep this truth to yourself. Fourth, subscribe and stay awake. This channel is your wake-up call. If this message moved you, subscribe and turn on the bell, because we're just getting started. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Napoleon Hill. You've conceived it. Now believe. And then, go out and achieve it. Your greatness is not a fantasy. It's a decision. Make it now.